Yo, listen, it's Platinum Max, part of the Acclaim, the Platinum Playboy, best wrestler alive, and you are rocking with the Bob Culture Podcast. Yo, listen, Platinum on the mic, and I'm coming for your ass. I'm listening to the Bob Culture Podcast, and I think it's the hottest show in the game, because them and everybody loves the Acclaim. Now, scissor me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, live here at Bell to Bell at the world famous Monster Factory. Let's see, with the VPW Women's Champion. Let's see, the winner of the Lisa Marie Varon Cup. What a moment that was. Please welcome back to the show, Miss Gabby Ortiz. Gabby, thanks for a few minutes. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, happy to have you. So much to talk about. Let's talk about the match tonight. We got to talk about it. You have a triple threat defending, I believe, that VPW Women's Championship against one woman you may know pretty well. You guys have had your ups and downs in the ring, but very close outside of the ring, and I appreciate that. Your thoughts going into that triple threat?
Well, I was given, when I said I wanted to put my championship on the line here, I was given any singles match on the card to choose from to put the title on the line. And I thought with Vicky and Nahir, it would be perfect because Vicky is seasoned like myself and Nahir is pretty new. And I thought, I don't know Nahir, but I know Vicky really well. So it's a challenge for me in two different ways, ways like how can I, take advantage of what I know of Vicky and what I can learn from Nahir, because I'm sure I'll see her again in the ring somewhere. I thought it was just kind of like the perfect match to be on. So I kind of bullied my way into there, and I hope they're okay with it.
You seem very confident going into this one, and good luck to you. Obviously, I got to root for someone, so I'm not sleeping on the couch, but you know the deal.
I get it.
I have to ask you this one, Gabby. You see the poster behind us, obviously, Monster Factory. What a series that was on Apple Plus. Shameless promo. Check it out. No stranger to being on camera, but some very vulnerable moments for you, very personal moments outside that door.
Yeah.
I remember watching it and just knowing you on a personal level, I'm like, that's such like personal part of your life, you being critiqued in front of these cameras, saying, hey, Danny Cage taking you outside, being very honest with you. And since then, I've seen you take this wave of momentum. I mean, we see where you are now. We'll talk about the cup that you just won. But what was that moment like for you? What was that whole experience like? Just is very personal, and you had to share that all on camera. Yeah,
so when it was happening, it wasn't anything me and Danny haven't been through together. I've known him for a very long time. He's been my coach for a very long time. Having the cameras there at that point in filming, we kind of forgot. You kind of would forget that they were there sometimes, so you would have these like ultra vulnerable moments, and then you would I don't know for me, but we have Bobby sitting here, so he was a
Shout
part
out
of
Bobby
it too.
Buffet, get well.
You would
man.
have these moments, and then it would be filmed, and you weren't thinking about it, and then you get in your car, you're like, God damn it!
Yeah.
They got that shit on camera. That's gonna be on TV. You'd be like hella embarrassed. Bobby's over there like, Yep.
Yeah, it was very, even for Bobby, it was very personal, but it was cool to be on, and I knew it from the outside looking in, but also, you have a close relationship with Vicky, so it was really cool to sit there and watch that with her, but it was very personal. And since then, I mean, I think your passion, your in-ring acumen, you winning this Lisa Marie Varon Cup, I see you becoming closer and closer with your dad.
Yeah.
I mean, what was that moment like? 2300 Arena. I know you got on the microphone. I was watching your dad, man. He was glowing. You guys had the matching Phillies gear.
Hell yeah.
What was that whole experience, that match with Mimi like, and then just sitting in the ring holding that cup with Missy, Lisa Marie Varon?
It was just a very validating moment because that show, I'm going to go back to the show for a second. They sort of painted me, and I don't know if this was, if they realized they did this, because the producers didn't know wrestling the way that that you and I and people here do. I felt like they sort of painted me as my best days were behind me, and that I was sort of, I honestly, I cried to Danny in his living room. I was like, Danny, they painted me as a has-been. I'm 27 years old. I'm not a fucking has-been. This is ridiculous. And I was pissed. And he told us before we watched it, oh, whatever they paint you as, don't worry about it. It's good. You know what I mean? And then I worried about it because I wasn't stoked about that. I'm like, I'm not a fucking has-been. Never in my time on the show did I say, oh, I'm quitting after this. But they made it seem like I was. And I was just like, fuck that. I'm taking whatever they put on that show and I'm turning it on its head, and I'm going to make the next couple years the best of my career, because my best days are ahead of me. Even still, even after the Lisa Marie Cup, even after the VPW Women's Championship, I still have more to do, you know, and that moment was extremely validating. And the 2300 Arena is where I made my legitimate professional debut as Gabby Ortiz. And it was full circle, and having my dad there full circle. Him and I are extremely close. We always have been, always will be. And yeah, it was definitely emotional. I came home that day feeling really satisfied with what I put out there that day. And Mimi was a great opponent to have. So was Stevie. I'm just really thankful for that, and for Missy putting that all together. It was really cool.
It was a cool moment, very emotional. Yeah. And you talk about like riding that wave of momentum. Like, I've seen it in real time. I remember the first time I've seen you. I remember watching Monster Factory, and just like the past couple matches I've seen you in at 2300. Like, the spark is there, the fire is there. I'm not just saying that because you're here. You deserve to win that tournament. Very well deserved. I will say this. The Phillies gear, I'm a Yankees guy. I did pop for the Phillies. I'm like, is that Phillies gear? I popped big for that. Tell us about the hashtag wrestling fashion that went into the Phillies gear. That was just something you had to do?
I mean, I had some Phillies gear that I would wear at ISPW. You probably saw me in it once or twice, but it's very like nondescript Phillies gear. It's just red and blue gear.
Okay.
And I really wanted to step it up in a way that the Phillies themselves have stepped up this season.
Yeah.
Sorry to say, we're really good.
I'm happy for
Lost
you.
yesterday. But
I'm happy for you.
You know, so it's just I just wanted to, like, you know, put my name on it, put the Ortiz back there like it was a jersey, and really step up my look. And I just want to step up my gear, you know, going forward. So.
I love it. Came out to the Jellyfish Jam. Is that what it was?
I did, yeah.
I popped big for that. I want to be respectful of your time, Gabby. I know you got a big match. I got to ask you this one, not to be cliche, but we talk about that wave of momentum. You're killing it right now.
Thanks.
Big triple threat match here tonight. We see you at 2300. Remember seeing you take MJF to the ring at AEW.
Oh, my
We're going nuts
God.
for that. So many great opportunities. Lots more to come. What are the short-term goals? What are the long-term goals moving forward?
Short term is to keep having fun and keep outdoing myself match after match. Long term is to get that contract, get signed somewhere, have a few years, you know, in one of those big companies, and really truly validate my career. That's kind of what it feels like at the moment.
Yeah,
So.
you're crushing it. Good luck tonight, Gabby.
Thank
Continued success. Real quick, get your shameless promo and get your stuff in. Where can they follow you? All that good stuff.
You can follow me on X/Twitter at GABBITY, as well as Instagram. I have a link tree on all those things where all my stuff is, so you know how to click stuff. Click it.
Follow Gabby. She's very good. Hopefully she doesn't beat my girlfriend tonight, but we'll see what happens. Thank you, Gabby. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
We out.
Bye.
BCP is brought to you by our favorite store, Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore, located in the Englishtown Flea Market in New Jersey from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays, and online at FunkensteinWrestlingSuperstore.com. Get your favorite wrestling merch, retro video games, Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe, so much more. It's our favorite store. Thank you, Heather and Dan, for sponsoring the BCP. Also got to welcome back our sponsors, the No Gimmicks Podcast, the podcast that keeps it 100% real 100% of the time. Check out our guy Kelvin, only on the No Gimmicks Podcast. Wrestling All Day, All Night is the best wrestling discussion group on Facebook. We provide more of a community feel here, and have wrestling fans introduce other fans to something they may not have seen before, such as old school wrestling, indie wrestling, Japanese wrestling, and so much more. We also strive to be a source of information regarding upcoming wrestler meet and greets and signings. And remember, we're open 24/7, all day, all night. Be sure to follow on socials and join the group on Facebook at Wrestling All Day, All Night. Welcome back our sponsors, Sweet Chin Musings. Sweet Chin Musings is the creation of the reigning, rarely defending, highly disputed champion of wrestling podcast, Mr. Perfect, Mike Mueller, and his tag team partner in crime, Luke Kudialis. SCM focuses on the in-ring product of WWE and AEW, no dirt sheet rumors here, as well as backstage news, predictions, and analysis of characters, storylines, and major pay-per-views. Old school fans, don't worry, we have you covered as well, with a look back on classic matches, top 10 lists, and interactive tournaments that let the fans decide who is truly the best of all time. You can find them at Facebook at Sweet Chin Musings, and check out the podcast on all major podcast platforms. Please welcome back our sponsors on the BCP Plus and the podcast, GPW Productions. GPW provides your promotion or event with top-tier video, audio production, live streaming, and more. I can personally vouch for them in saying they are hands down the best production company I've ever worked with, as they have and continue to work with the likes of AEW, GCW, StarCast, MLW, not to mention the majority of the local independent promotions here in the tri-state area. They can even help you film a vignette or promo for your persona or gimmick. And guess what? GPW doesn't just work in wrestling. No, they cover MMA, boxing, basketball, or any other sporting event as well. On a personal note, I'd like to thank Mike Sesko, Frank Leone, O'Neil Andros, and the team for giving me multiple opportunities to work with them and some of the best talent in the world. Thank you, GPW, and guys, book GPW for your promotion or event today at contact@gpwproductions.com. Please welcome back one of our favorite podcast sponsors, Key Nation, featuring our very own BCP and BCP Plus contributor, Mr. Wayne Keener. Make sure to follow Key Nation on TikTok and Instagram for great puns, memes, dad jokes, and random ridiculous content. Thank you, Wayne, for sponsoring the BCP. Don't forget to check out one of our newest sponsors here on the BCP, Chop City Wrestling. Chop City Wrestling is where our pal Ryan Steniford takes chops from wrestlers and donates $20 to Connor's Cure for every chop he takes. Follow his adventures on his YouTube channel for all those chops and some great pro wrestling content, all for a good cause. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and thank you, Ryan, for sponsoring the BCP. Please welcome in our new podcast sponsor, From the Left Side. From the Left Side has all of your wrestling and sports news. Check out From the Left Side at facebook.com/From the Left Side with On Air E, and be sure to hit that follow button. Thank you, From the Left Side. Please welcome back one of our favorite sponsors, Mania Club. Established in 2015, Mania Club is a WWE recognized community for fans with an eclectic love for both the world of professional wrestling and raising money for Connor's Cure. During WrestleMania weekend, we host the official tailgate of WrestleMania while also celebrating the life of Conor McCallum. They are the single largest donor within the V Foundation for Connor's Cure, with over 150,000 raised. Please donate and join the Facebook group over at Mania Club on Facebook. Donate at jimmyv.org/Mania Club. Please welcome back our returning sponsor for the year of 2024, Bree Combination Wrestling, celebrating their 7-year anniversary on Sunday, June 9th, 2024, at 106 Bergen Ave, Ridgefield Park, the Mecca here in New Jersey. Doors 4 p.m., bell 5 p.m. Get your tickets now at anni7.eventbrite.com. Guys, please welcome in our new pod sponsor for the months of May and June, J. Adam Photography. Jay provides quality, artistic, innovative photography with a quick turnaround time. Be sure to check out his latest ISPW wrestling pics and much more stellar content. Right now, wrestlers can do a special portrait shoot with Jay in Sparta, New Jersey for just $50. Contact Jay at Jay Vogel on Facebook and be sure to follow him across socials. Thank you, Jay, for sponsoring the BCP. Guys, let's welcome in our new pod sponsor, Cooper Groove Grips. When you play Cooper Groove drumsticks, you get increased sensory feedback from your hands, so your grip will naturally loosen, but you have complete control. With that taking place, you don't have fatigue and soreness, which can lead to long-term issues. Guys, as a drummer, Cooper Groove is my drumstick of choice. Sweaty hands aren't a problem. Grip is good. Don't forget to check out their amazing Cooper Groove bats coming out soon. Guys, follow at Cooper Groove Grips on Facebook. Please welcome in our new sponsor, Bell to Bell Live Women's Pro Wrestling. Bell to Bell presents Liberty Bell, Saturday, July 20th at the world-famous Monster Factory in Paulsboro, New Jersey. Get your tickets now. Check out more great women's pro wrestling action at belltobell.com. Guys, please welcome in our new podcast sponsors, ISPW Weekly, where we dive deep into the world of ISPW, the crossroads of professional wrestling. Join Jumpin' Jay and Total with Tom every week as they interview the stars of the ring, uncover their stories, rivalries, and the electrifying action that defines ISPW. Be sure to check out ISPW Weekly on the ISPW Facebook page every week. Please welcome in our new pod and daily site sponsor, Twisted Shamrock Studios and Spa, located in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Twisted Shamrock is a retro spa experience for the average Joe and Jane. Meet the next evolution of recovery and relaxation. Right now, you can try their introductory offer, where you can try a core service to include massage, skincare, facial, stretch therapy, body slimming, toning, personal training, and spray tanning for 30 minutes for just $30. This is perfect for our wrestling pals as well. Book today. Call 484-574-8868 or visit www.twistedshamrockstudiospa.com. Guys, please welcome back our podcast sponsor, Wrestling Games, live signings, and more ahead of their inaugural signing September 1st in partnership with Revolution Wrestling Federation, featuring Buff Bagwell, Gary Wolf, Renee Michelle, and L.A. Smooth. Pricing includes shout-outs from all the wrestlers. Havoc Monsters Ball Deal, $125 gets you one 8x10 each by all 4 announced talent and any indie wrestler that shows up on the live. Will be at least 2 to 4. $20 each, additional 8x10 individual photos only. First photo, $25 shipped for first. Each additional $20 includes a top loader for each photo. Any mail-ins are $30 for each item, $25 each additional. More items to be posted later. Feel free to message Emil Menard for any questions or purchases.